Good evening, everyone. It's great to see you all here. It's been a busy day of practice today at Ashburn, Virginia, but these guys were grinding it out, working hard out there on the field. Very impressed with what I'm seeing from them so far. We look forward to a gritty game Monday night against the Bengals in Cincinnati next week. It's going to be intense. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere, but I look forward to that as we go throughout the rest of the week right here. We got some improvements to make still. The boys are fired up, and they are ready to go for Monday Night Football. So, I'll be happy to take your questions right here, right now. Hey, Coach, you guys are coming off a big win against a division rival at home. What are your takeaways from what you saw on Sunday's game against the Giants? Yes, coming off a big win, obviously against your division opponent, you really want to win that game so badly. In spite of not scoring any touchdowns at all in that game, I was still impressed with the way we were able to accumulate points on the board. The running game was working really well for us. The passing game was there. However, my main concern for the pass game, if you ask, is being able to finish drives. And we were not able to finish drives in the end zone throughout the whole game. We were like, 0 for 6 in the red zone? So that's something we have to fix big time. I know we put up 21 points, but touchdowns is what we really need most when you're out there on the field trying to put points on the board. But other than that, I was very impressed with the way the running game was explosive, the passing game was there, and I'll give kudos to Jay and Daniels for putting up an amazing performance in that game. Hey, Coach, since you guys have signed a new kicker in Austin Siebert, he has not missed a single kick in that game. Take us through his performance overall throughout the full 60 minutes. Yes, Austin Siebert, he's got one heck of a leg, man, I'm not going to lie. He has been absolutely sensational. He was incredible from start to finish throughout the full 4 quarters. I was impressed with the way the special teams was able to block for him. The kicks were just absolutely perfection. Did not miss one kick at all. I was very impressed with how he was able to come here in Washington and deliver after a rough week one from our original kicker, which we had to unfortunately say farewell to him. But we officially have a kicker in Washington, folks. And hopefully he continues to have that amazing performance in Cincinnati next week. And hopefully he'll overcome a lot more adversity as the season winds down. But as of now, I really like what I'm seeing from him so far. Despite the offense not getting, like I said, not a lot of touchdowns, that kicker has got one leg to really deliver on the field. So kudos to Austin Siebert for going out there and giving every single bit of effort that he has out there. So we have a kicker in Washington. Not gonna lie. Hey, Coach, do you still feel like there's some improvements that need to be made defensively? Yes, defense. Beside that horrendous performance that we had week one, they made a little bit of improvements in week two. The pass rush was slowly getting to Daniel Jones as the full 60 minutes started winding down, but there are still plenty of problems to fix in the secondary. These guys out there have to do a better job tackling as well. We weren't finishing tackles completely throughout the game, and at the same time, we were leaving dudes wide open down the field. We cannot allow that to happen, especially when you're facing a guy like Joe Burrow that's got the arm talent like any other quarterback would have, and he's got dynamic wide receivers like Jamar Chase that can exploit the field up and down. So, safeties, corners, got to do a better job staying with their man one-on-one in man coverage. Most importantly, we got to get pressure to the quarterback. I know we got to Daniel Jones a couple times, but got to keep applying pressure every single down to give the offense a chance to score. And most importantly, give the defense a chance to rest. That's how we're going to win football games, if we can get pressure on the QB, letting the defense rest and giving more and more chances for the offense to put up points on the board. So there are some weaknesses that we got to face. We got to improve them quick heading into week 3 against Cincinnati on Monday night. And I'm hopeful that the defense can show it on the field next week. Because like I said earlier, on in the season, the defense will get better each and every week. What is your final message to the team heading to Cincinnati next week? My final message to the team would be to keep up the good work offensively, keep improving each and every practice, and most importantly, give it your best effort each and every time you step on the field. From what I saw in week 2, that was a team that showed that they can win a football game by putting all the effort that they have. They still had the energy to go out there and fight back, which I really, really appreciate. These guys kept fighting throughout the game. In spite of making a lot of mistakes, they figured it out, and they were able to walk away with a victory. So, hopefully we can sustain that same energy heading to Cincinnati on Monday night. Thanks, Coach. All right. Thanks, guys.